Hello, Capricorn Goose. This is your reading. I was doing it yesterday, and for some reason, the computer just shut down, and I couldn't save the video I did, so I had to start over. So I did not choose to save the reading because I thought perhaps that's why everything happened. It wasn't meant for the group. So snow goose birth totem is for the Capricorn. So if you're a northern hemisphere, if your date of birth is December 22nd to January 19th, you're a southern hemisphere if it's June 21st to July 21st. Your direction is north, your element is earth, and your stone is quartz. And snow goose people are seekers of spiritual enlightenment at the highest level. And though stoic, snow goose's love belongs to no other than a true twin flame. Wow. On this turn of the medicine wheel, snow goose's lessons is to trust that flying outside the information or formation is okay. Alright? So that's what you have for the message for the snow goose to Capricorn. Alright? So we will get your overall energy for the collective wave of Capricorn. So our collective wave, but that are Capricorn snow goose. Reason for that is it makes it almost a personal reading. It narrows it down for you, okay? It's still for the collective. So these are twin flame. Although this reading isn't meant necessarily to be around love, most of the readings have. So because this journey takes up most of our energy, right? Alright, so divine feminine's overall energy on this Capricorn collective. Shannon, I've called in the higher selves of the collective for this reading, as well as my DM's higher self and mine. So we have divine information coming in. Okay, so the divine feminines have the frog energy, while he's frog. Water, so it's water sign. Water sign out in the water. While she's in her light, she's being showered with a lot of emotions, which has been really high emotional last few days for many people in the collective wave. And I'm right there with you. It was pretty emotional yesterday after the readings. I see her third eye's wide open. Her chakras are lit up here, you know, like the throat, or this area under the chin is lit up, the belly for the solar plexus and the heart. So overall, she's just really deep thought in her emotions this week. This will be for the next 5 days. Divine masculines in the cobra, ready to strike with the fire energy here. Normally, I don't see this snake as, you know, evil or anything like that. It's a spiritual totem that means a lot of different things for a lot of different people. It's how you see the energy. If you dream and have a snake come into your dreams, it might be warning you of snake people in your workplace, or something coming into your life that you feel you need to be warned about. Then the snake is warning you about these snake in the grass people. But the overall snake energy in this reading is not an evil or dark shadowed energy. His however, they are copper in color, the snake, but this is all copper, but it's just so much brighter today than the other days that I've gotten this card. So he seems to be fired up about something, the cobra, male divine the divine masculine, sorry, can't speak, has the fire energy, looking at his target ready to spit pretty much, is what I'm feeling from this. So he's worked up, but makes sense because we mirror each other, right? So if she's deep in her emotions, she's probably having some thoughts or sending messages that perhaps aren't nice, even if she's not intending to send them to him, since we mirror whatever we are thinking. And you know, if we're in our emotions and thinking, oh, you know, a lot of drama, then it's going to mirror to him. He's going to be pissed off because he thinks you're mad at him. That sort of mirroring, because he's fired up. There's a lot of dark red right there, and I feel it in the card. Okay, 5 cards for the feminine spirit. Alright, I've already cleared the cards, already shuffled, split them, everything else. So we're just going to get the first 5 cards for the divine feminine with true precise messages. True precise messages for the divine feminine, please, spirit. True precise messages for the divine feminine, Capricorn and goose. Capricorn, goose. See what we got. This looks 1, 5. If so, I'll just use them for clarification. So this was our first card out. I don't read the reverse unless Spirit says so. Wow. Okay, we're going to get the last 3 for the males. This is messages for the male. Divine masculine matter. True precise messages for the masculine, please. Last shuffle. Holes are getting tricky here. Oh. Okay. Give me a minute here. First card up, you have the King of Swords in the upright. So you are in your truth, divine feminine, with your loyal partner here, but looking a little upset. The face on the King of Swords is defensive mode, and he's scowling here. So something's going on. While while the divine feminine is in the truth, whether you're male or female. If I say he, it's just because that's what's in the picture. So you're defensive, which makes sense, right? Because you have all these emotions going on. And with me yesterday, I get it. So you're in your emotions, just pouring down, overwhelmed, I'm feeling. Even though you can see what it's about, because your third eye is open, your intuition is working overtime. You're believing the intuition, but it's just bringing up so many old, distant memories, things you thought you'd passed, already healed. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, old wounds, childhood wounds. So go in and do some inner child healing. Because while your sword is up, you're in the truth. You're with your loyal partner, not necessarily with, but in touch with, seeing them, talking to them, something like that. But you're clearly upset because of this energy coming in and it's triggering you, which is maybe there's a few less, little bit more purging needing to be done, and so Spirit's coming in and making sure that, these last few energies need clearing out before you can make union. Three of Cups. I still feel this one is the 3. Hang on, give me a sec. Spirit says this is a third party still in the picture. Perhaps you're not aware of it, or perhaps that's one of the things that you've seen in your intuition or third eye. Things are being illuminated with this past full moon, coming to our awareness instead of kidding ourselves. While we are supposed to be ignoring the karmic, it can still be triggering things that that you thought or were told perhaps that they were no longer in the picture, but yet here they are showing up in your reading for right in the beginning. So then your energy then is going with the 4 of Cups, so you're going to go in and think about it. You thought you had your cup of love. Here this cup doesn't even look very full right now, so you're meditating on the cups that you left behind, and just waiting for perhaps justice, so that you can fill this cup the rest of the way, so that he'll come in and help. Once your cup is filled back up, perhaps you spilled it when you were going through all this because of finding out about this. So now you got to finish filling that cup up, giving yourself self-love and healing by meditation, by asking Spirit for assistance. Then in doing so, you'll have the 10 of Cups, the happy card ever after, which is, the rainbow. Everybody's happy. You will then have the world at your hands. As soon as you decide or come to acceptance of this situation, as the journey is really about self-love, self-healing for each of the twins, which will bring you all the happiness you need, because we don't need the divine masculine in our life. We may, enjoy it or want them, but we don't need it. Once we do our self-healing, he'll come forward, and you'll have your happy ever after. However, filling your own cup will also give you this. It'll give you the world. And she's still holding on her faith of the twin flame connection. She's vast in her emotions still, but smiling or happier, content with her life without him at the moment. Willing to protect the two flames from this situation or the crossroads. Divine Feminine has the 2 swords. Her face is determined to move forward. Her dress is a greenish color with the symbol of the yin and yang symbol on her chest, right? She has the 2 flames here that she's protecting from perhaps the karmic back here. So she's got her back turned to that situation. She doesn't care what's going on over there, which is great. But she's still going to stand her grounds and protect the twin flame connection. Perfect. She wants the 6 of Cups. She wants the balance of equal give and take. These are the twin. This may be, say, you and your Divine Masculine here. These are the inner child of both you and your twin. Feeling childlike and in love. So you have the connection. You're in communication, and you are feeling. You're working together on bringing in equal give and take. Your Divine Masculine, and I'll clarify those in a minute. Divine Masculine has the Magician. He is manifesting this. He's in tune with his higher self, with Divine Source, getting messages, getting his crown chakra and everything is open, so he's in tune to Divine guidance. His cup is here. His anthem is here, so he's not defensive. This is his wand because he's manifesting things. And he's kind of happy there because he knows he's working towards this, and he's working towards, you know, maybe this is out of his control right now. Perhaps there's children involved or different reasons. It may be for financial matters, but his heart belongs to you. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. He wants the wheel to turn forward. And he's hoping that you will work on this as well. It's weird, I don't usually see that snake in there. Where else do we see the snake? Oh, up there. So there's still snake energy here on the wheel. But it doesn't look dangerous or a threat to either of you. I'm almost thinking that's perhaps the karmic that they're trying to shed. He's trying to drop the karmic off the wheel so that the 2 of you can move forward with the wheel. He does feel stuck. He feels stuck because he knows you're upset. So you're going within and doing healing and trying to fill your own cup again. Maybe you even released him, but he feels that, so he feels stuck in the 9 of Wands. He could easily just walk out of these wands, right? He's doing this to himself because he knows how you are, you know, he's mirroring you. You feel like there's cockroaches all around you because these little bugs here on this science symbol. He looks rather tethered, like the look in his face looks like he's been through a battle almost there. But what he wants is the 4 of Wands. He wants this union with you, 4 of Wands. You're already in union in the 5D, so as above, so below. So he knows this is what he's working towards. He knows this is what you're working towards. He's just, it's just taking time, divine time, because there's still things to be, the inner child wounds still need healing. So divine timing and divine source is saying, just not yet. Work on a few more things before union. So, and have the strength. He's being told to have strength, but he still has you on his mind. He knows that you're with him always in thought and spirit. In this situation, usually this 3 of Wands is the chaser releasing the counterpart. And perhaps the Divine Masculine in this group is the chasers, but see it how you want. So the chaser released the divine counterpart, has the signs behind the journey on their heart, holding on faith with the wand, knowing the journey is what they're concentrating on. Okay, now 8 of Swords. Again, he's this is the 9 of Wands, 8 of Swords. Again, he can untie himself, the Divine Masculine. He can unblind his eyes. It's by choice. The wands are here and here, but there's a clear path right through here. And his hands aren't even tied. He's just holding them there. So he's, again, doing this to himself, just standing there with his eyes covered. All he's got to do is reach up, take off the blindfold, right? The flame is still, he's feeling the energy of the flame connection. He's really being pushed, but trying to do what he can. He still feels like his hands are tied. That's why he's going into this 9 of Swords. Right? 1's 8, 9, so he's progressing in this struggle. He's really trying to come out of this. But 9 is almost a completion, right? 10 of Swords, it's done. So, all he's got to do is uncover his eyes and see that there's no real threat, because if there's a real threat, the wolf would be up and in defensive mode, right? He's just hanging out, relaxing, and saying, hey, you know, there's nothing to worry about. You've got light here. It's daylight with the sun up. Just uncover your eyes. Get out of your darkness. Perhaps he's feeling like this is, you know, it's taking so long. And I'm sure Divine Feminine feels the same way. Alright, let's clarify some cards. Let's clarify the King of Swords, King of Swords for Divine Feminine. Clarify King of Swords for the Divine Feminine, please. True and precise messages. High Priestess. Here you go, girl. You are in your power. And you know it. Okay, so clarifying this card with the King of Swords, you got the High Priestess. You are in your power. You're listening to your spirit guides. Your intuition is on track. You have a message for your divine, and you want the owl to come in and take it. The owl is very spiritual. You're glowing. You can just see that you're totally in your power in this image. So you're here to deliver a message about this that, to him, that you know now, that for sure that you know about the third party situation, if you didn't already. Or it could be the fourth party. Let's see, Knight of Wands. So he is, you know he's not in his truth yet. You know he wants to come forward as Knight of Wands. He's got the twin flames here below him. He was ready to commit. He's in his, got a heart of passion here, ready to come forward, but he's still in his mask. He's not in his truth, and you know that. He hasn't confessed up about knowing this. We also have the Empress, birthing new ideas, birthing, perhaps you found out somebody's pregnant, but usually I see this as birthing new ideas, new businesses. Perhaps you're getting into mission, doing your solar path. Or maybe you're pregnant. Could go either way. Or maybe you're wanting to. Maybe you're wanting to start a family. Clarify 3 of Cups, please. The third party situation or fourth party situation. I'm seeing that almost like a fourth party. I keep, like, for some reason he's having that in. That's not for all of you. So you know that he, now that he has the Three of Cups, the other women in his life, but you also know that you're the Queen of Coins, your high intuition, you're in your heart chakra, your throat chakra has a little light going on there, got light all around, so your crown chakra's open, you're dressed in green, so you are in your emotions, and your heart chakra is wide open, which is why it hurt so much when you found out. Coins, Two of Coins. Now you feel like you have to juggle or balance. You feel like there's no balance, but you want to keep moving forward, keep the wheel turning. What's with the, well, on the bottom you have Ace of Wands. Looks like he wants to bring in his wands, because there's like two flames here, and this is two of the lights on there. He wants to come in and communicate, but he's still not in his truth. Okay, let's see, we know what the Ten of Cups is. The World, Two of Swords. Let's clarify Two of Swords. Clarify Two of Swords, start with Divine Feminine, clarify the Two of Swords, the Divine Feminine. Two precise messages for the Divine, I was going to say for the Queen. Two of Swords. Ooh, Nine of Cups. Beautiful. Nine of Cups. So, yeah, you're at Nine of Cups, and you're not going to lose out on those cups. You're protecting the twin flames so you can get to your Ten of Cups. Six of Cups, pretty clear. Alright, so that's what I have on that one. Let's go to the Divine Masculine. I don't know why I keep saying males. Let's look at this Nine of Wands, shall we? I'm going to change decks here so that Spirit. True and precise messages for the Divine Masculines, Nine of Wands. True and precise meaning. Temperance. Cups are upside, or cards are upside down, so coming to balance it out, right? Temperance. She's got this cup here and this cup here with the two flames on it, and she's pouring them into each other to make it equal so that he can come out of this energy. So that there's equal, so he can come forward for the Eight of Wands. This is Spirit coming in, sending temperance and saying, you know what, this has to move, this wheel has to turn forward. Taking too long. Okay. Strength. Three of Wands. Funny. So your Three of Wands is clarified by your Three of Wands. And this one, though, he's holding on to you. He's holding on to the Divine Feminine, waiting for the ship to come in, ignoring the other two persons in this Three of, whoops, wrong one. Okay. In this situation, I'm just going to move that like that. So, he's ignoring two of these, and he's holding on to you, because you know the one you're the one that he wants to marry, would have it for the stable for the ones. Okay, what is the Eight of Swords about? Maybe he came forward with his truth, so he's stuck again, right? Because he had to have strength, he had to have courage. Moving forward with the sword up is truth. What's the Eight of Swords for? What's the Eight of Swords for, Spirit? of Swords confirmed, clarified with the Two of Cups. You're the only one that he's holding on to, the only one he wants to move forward with. He feels like he's King of Swords, sword still down, but he is in purple garment, almost in a I hope type situation. He has hope here, because he's still hoping that he'll accept him after the revealing of information. Let's see what the Nine of Swords is. Nine of Swords, clarify Nine of Swords. What's he worried about with the Nine of Swords? Oops. Just gonna hang on. Come back for a second. Yeah, Ten of Cups right there. Can't get any better. Well, I guess the Sun card would be better, but King of Swords, he wants to come forward because he wants his Ten of Cups with you. He wants the house, the cat, the dog. He wants it all. With the rainbow over the house. There's a Ace of Swords. The only one. He only wants you. He's the Fool. He's taking the leap forward. He's going to come offer you love. Maybe an Ace of Cups will pop out. Right? He's got to be offering you something. A ring. A cup. A cup. Still battling himself. He feels like he's, yeah, this is more in his headspace. He's battling it in his head. Coming forward as a Fool, but he's thinking about all the things that could go wrong. Death card's on the bottom. That's not cool. The Empress again. Yeah, he's battling it. He knows that you're the Empress, and maybe he doesn't feel worthy of. He sees you as the Empress and knows that he needs to come up and match your power, your energy. He wants to celebrate. Six of Wands. He wants to come in and celebrate with you. As the King of Wands, you have a don't we have Queen of Wands? Where's the Queen? Queen of Queens. We got a King of Wands. He feels like he's the king, still not at the Emperor spot. Five of Cups. He knows he messed up. He has both cups here, but he still has the Divine too. His and yours, right? Or to pour each other's cups into one. He's really still struggling with the offer because he knows he has to offer. He's got to come in and explain himself with an apology about this, right? I mean, you're not taking him back if he's not even going to apologize and say, hey, this ain't, I knew it wasn't a good idea. I didn't know I'd fall in love with you. Oops. Eight of Pentacles, but I want to work on it. Ten of Cups again. He wants to have a happy house. Page of Pentacles. He wants to bring a pentacle in and offer a message to you. Alright. So this is the one that fell, but I wasn't going to take it. Spirit says, yes, this is the death of his old ways. So he's, I don't know if he learned his lessons is the right way to say it, but basically he knows that he did you wrong, and he's putting a debt to those habits of those, his addiction to women, or, you know, doing things like that. So what helps clarify that? Chariot moving forward. He's again the Magician. So he started as the Magician, and he's back trying to manifest this. Maybe part of the death was that you said no. Not until, you know, you promised something, or give me, you know, step up. I get it. Maybe you're starting to question the journey. Maybe Five of Pentacles. He's starting to feel left out in the cold, which tells me the death wasn't only about, somehow it ended up reversed. Maybe you didn't, maybe your apology wasn't enough, but you still want to move forward on the Chariot. You still want to manifest this. You've got the two swords, or the sword still down, your wand is up, your cup of love, your pentacle, your, you know, but you're still being left out in the cold at the moment. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in 8 days. About, I mean, time is irrelevant, but I was trying to do this 5 days. Spirit just gave me more cards than we had. Ace of Wands. He recognizes this as a twin flame connection. He knows it's divinely guided. His hands here, yours there, they're mirroring one another. Let me get a different deck. Okay, on the bottom, Two of Wands. These cards are really big, so bear with me. Clarify Ace of Wands, clarify death, clarify what we have here on day 8. What else would the Spirit like to say to the Divine Masculine? Capricorn and the Divine to the Five of Cups. He knows he's lost some, and he still has a couple behind him he's not paying attention to. The Chariot again. He wants to come in with that love. He wants to come in and offer you something. Again, the Page of Pentacles. These three were exactly the same as 3 down below. He wants to come in and offer you this. He's not taking no for an answer. He knows the connection. He knows it's divinely guided. Let's see if he's bringing you a cup of love, though, right? Let's see if he's coming in with something other than an excuse. Sorry, guys. I think, my Divine Masculine may have gotten upset with that comment. Ten of Wands. Bring down the burdens. Still 8 of Coins, had that down there. King of Pentacles. He's gathering fruits and everything he could possibly offer you. Coming in, he wants to come in with the message, offer you the Pentacle. He wants to offer you the world. He wants eternity with you. The 2 symbols there. These, eternity symbols there and there. So he wants forever with you. Page of Swords. Sword is upright. He wants to come in as a Page of Swords. A little bit of immature energy with the page, but he wants to come in with his truth because it's upright. Tell him it's about time, right? All these cards just to say, yeah, I'll tell you the truth now. King of Cups, and he has one full cup. That cup is full. And he has this heart chakra lit up. And, oh, no, don't get upset. He knows you're the High Priestess. He comes in with the cup truth, but now you have a Tower moment. Now, Tower moments can be good. They don't always have to be bad. You know, on the bottom you have death again. You have the Star. You know she's the star of your hopes, your dreams, everything. You're what you've been manifesting, or she's what you've been manifesting. Ace of Pentacles wants to try again, wants to come back in and offer you the Ace of Pentacles to his Queen of Pentacles. So we have the King of Pentacles. Somewhere in there we had the King of Cups. I thought we had, did we have a King of Pentacles? No. Alright. What else? Okay, the Queen of Pentacles. He knows you're the Queen of Pentacles. He's the King of the Cups. He wants to come in and offer you 9 of Cups. So he's getting there. He has the house. Happily ever after. The Magician again, still manifesting because it didn't work that time. He's got to use more than magic. He's got to be in his truth. Judgment's coming in with causing swift communications with his wands, 8 of Wands. This also always reminds me of the 1111 Divine card. Let's see if we get something different with this deck. So far we've used 2 decks on this one spot and all repeats to the first deck. It's like getting right near the finish line and then fall. All short. Spirit, what can we say for the 8th day? These cards, the Pentacles, what was the first card there? The 9 of Swords. This pile of 9 of Swords. What can you tell us? How's the ending or the next in the story? 4 of Wands. He's coming in with this communication, and you're getting the 4 of Wands, stable, happy card with the family. So he's offering you stability. Four of Pentacles, a lot of 4s in here, a lot of cards in here. This is just keeps repeating itself. On the bottom you finally get the, oh geez, the Page of Cups. But he wants to come in and offer you his cup of love. This was the 4 of Pentacles. The Pentacles weren't working, so he's coming with the cup of love. Still immature. He went back to a page though. But then you have the Death card again. The Empress. He knows you're the Empress. The Queen of Wands. We already have the other queens. 8 of Wands, communication again. And back to the 10 of Swords. You're just not taking his offer. You're still pretty upset about this situation. I recommend more inner child healing. And remember that part of that healing is forgiveness. Unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, right? So again, the karmics were, as hard as this is to explain this way, these women that were in his life before you came along, before you either met up or even if it was after, it was because the Divine Masculine still had to learn lessons. So Spirit sent these karmics into his path to teach him lessons, to teach him karmic lessons. So you can't necessarily hold and not forgive him and blame him, since it was divine guided to make him learn lessons. So for that reason, I would just, my advice, and I'm sure Spirit's advice would be to have unconditional love for him and forgive him, so that this ending can come through for you. Because right now all these cards just keep repeating, and that's going to keep repeating until you've all forgiven and moved, healed from this. So I'm going to leave that pile there and get some advice from Spirit. Only got 15 minutes left. Spirit, what would you advise? What advice do you give the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine of this wave that are Capricorns? Serpent. This reminds me usually of the Kundalini, but since we had the serpent here and here, this is still one of the karmics causing trouble. Perhaps one of these ladies were married to him and has children with him, so it's still stirring trouble. It's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 and 6 is 10, so that's a pretty high number. Oh, I didn't know there's 2 there. Flow. Try to go with the flow. This is divinely guided. Everything happens, for a reason, for us to learn our karmic lessons, to help us heal old wounds. It's a 2 card. Pachamama. Ask your, call on your spirit guides, call on your ancient kin that have passed on before you. This is a 4, so it's just about stability and the changing of the moon cycles. This may take a full moon cycle from, full moon, new moon, to another full moon, because we have 3 moons here. Get some angel cards. Angel of expression. Speak your truth and express yourself clearly. Yeah, have a conversation. You're going to have to bring in communication between 2 of you and express your truth, express your feelings clearly. Angels. Okay, quickly, let's see. Pope Joan, the point of possibilities. The possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. That means they can change. Limitless. I give endless because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. Your soul is all you need, and remember, he's your part of your soul. It's one soul divided into 2 people. The atom split into 2 bodies. Right? Maya Bago, the warrior saint. I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. Yeah, reach out to someone for therapy or for resource, help, support, if you're really struggling still with, this information. Let me get advice. I think we can do. These are direct channel messages from Spirit. keep the video under an hour. 222. See this number, right place at the right moment. Trust in what you want. Be cautious of thoughts and be patient. Inner peace, self-love. Go in and do self-love. Perhaps that's what's missing here. Out of balance. Something's out of balance. Meditate to get into balanced states. If you see 777, this requires inner strength. Release fear. Be strong at heart. Look forward to your future with optimism. Open your heart. Work on heart chakra. Yeah, perhaps your heart chakra is not open enough to give the unconditional love or the forgiveness that is required for that situation. I know it's difficult. Many on this journey go through this, finding that information out. Sometimes you find out there's 4 instead of 3. Just saying. After these, I will, let's see, bloodstone. It's a blood cleanser, banishes evil and negative energy. Tourmalinite quartz, excellent clearing of stress. So does a hot bubble bath or hot bath with candles. Moss agate, this is an awesome stone, crystal to use. Refreshes the soul, reduces sensitivity to environmental pollutions. Amethyst wand, opens a 6th, like this, it's a wand. Amethyst wand opens the 6th chakra, your 3rd eye. Also removes blockages from your sacral. Great. Oh, balance your inner yin and yang, masculine, feminine energies. Your ancestors are sending you messages. Listen quietly and give thanks. Okay. So on that, if you need inner child healing assistance, you can email me at sacredspiritualhealer@gmail.com. Be happy to do some coaching, helping you heal that. I also do Reiki or distance healing. And if you need a personal reading, again, just email me, sacredspiritualhealer@gmail.com. And I hope you have a blessed day. I hope this was helpful and that you work through this. All right? Namaste.